Hey guys, Carl Cooper here with OnTheBlack.com. So we all know that the Mets have a handful of bad contracts that they're dealing with. They're gonna have to make some decisions in the offseason in terms of where they wanted to go. But in this video post, what I want to do is talk to you guys about the salaries for 2010 that the Mets are getting the most value for. So in this blog post, I'm going to give you my top 5 salaries of 2010 for the Mets that I feel that they're getting the most value for. At number 5, John Neese. He's really the Mets' 4th or 5th starter. The Mets are paying him about $400,000 in 2010. He's got 9 wins, 161 innings pitched so far this season, and you know, for that amount of money and for him being your 4th or 5th starter, not much more you can ask for there. Hope to see Jonathan Neese continue to improve in the years to come, but good value for the Mets this year so far. At number 4, I'm going to say Angel Pagan. The Mets are paying him about $1.4 million in 2010. And really, you know, you think about it, opening day, he wasn't even the starter in center field. Gary Matthews Jr. was. But Pagan eventually, as you guys know, beat out him for that position. Has played and filled in really well for Carlos Beltran, you know, until he came back, and then, you know, now continues to play well throughout the season. And just to give you some of Pagan's stats so far this year, he's got 28 doubles, he's got 7 triples, 10 home runs, and 33 stolen bases. So not bad for a guy who's supposed to be your 4th outfielder and that you're only paying $1.4 million in 2010. At number 3, I'm going to go with Hisanori Takahashi. The Mets are paying him about $1 million this year, and so far right now in the season, you know, he's got 8 wins, he's got 6 saves as well, and he's sort of been the kind of Mr. Do-It-All in the Mets pitching rotation. When they needed him to make a start, he's made a start. When they needed him to come in and middle relief, he's done that well this year. And you know, since K-Rod's been out, he's been the closer and has done well there. Has 6 saves on the season since he's been the closer. So number 3, going to go with Takahashi. The Mets are paying him about $1 million this year. 8 wins, 6 saves. Pretty good value for that. And at number 2, I'm going to go with Ike Davis. Wasn't on the opening day starting lineup, wasn't on the big team for opening day. Came up, you know, started the season in the minors, but the Mets are paying Davis about $400,000 this year. And let me give you some of Davis's stats. So far, he's got 18 home runs on the season. He's got 67 RBIs in 128 games played so far. He's 2nd in NL rookies in home runs, and he's 3rd in NL rookies in RBIs. So to be paying your first baseman for in 2010 $400,000 and him to have 18 home runs and 60-plus RBIs, very good value at first base for the Mets. And at number 1, I'm going to go with R.A. Dickey. The Mets are paying him about $600,000 this year. He's got 10 wins on the season. He's got an ERA under 3. I believe he's got the 3rd most wins on the Mets so far this season, and an excellent ERA. And to be paying him that amount of money for a guy who started the season in the minors, didn't think that he was going to really factor into the Mets' plans, but you know, with the issues that the Mets have had with John Maine and Oliver Perez, Dickey has stepped in and has done great since he's been with the Mets. We'll see what happens in the offseason with him. Hopefully he'll be back in 2011. But number 1 value for a Met contract salary in 2010, I'm going to go with R.A. Dickey. 10 wins so far, and the Mets are paying him about $600,000.